Hello and welcome to today's episode of the discussion. Just kidding, it's not a discussion video, you dummy. Today we're going over the prequel of School So Far. Or should I say, Freshman Year So Far. I like it, but I dislike it. So, I'm gonna quickly go over everything and try not to waste this video and my time. Alright, let's talk about my teachers first, then some stories. Ready? Begin. Okay then. So, obviously, I'm going into freshman year, and my sister's a senior, so at least she showed me around. So I didn't get lost, luckily. I mean, getting lost would have actually been pretty fun, but nerve-wracking. But other than that, I have found my way, and obviously it's like the 6th week to school, so I'm getting adopted. So, that sounded like I was getting adopted. Anywho, let's talk about my teacher. So my first teacher is my vids teacher. I do not like her class one freaking bit because she's so strict on everything. Basically, if you get to class late, you have to go back to your other teacher you just came from and ask for a note. And even then, that teacher gets tired of writing notes for you. Second of all, you also have to at least get 5 sets of notes every single dang week. And along with that, you have to write everything in pen except for notes. Why? Because she gives you an automatic 0. I learned this because the first tutorial I did, she gave me a 0 on it without warning or anything. I didn't think that tutorials counted because I used to do it in pencil and they never said anything about pen. So I kind of should have gotten off the hook for that, but even then I learned the hard way. Along with that, her TAs are pretty scary, but she comes to class late, so at least that gives some people time to work on it. But trust me when I say that class is stressful, but I at least have an A in it. I give the class at least a 3 out of 10. Moving on, my PE teacher. Before I actually talk about the teacher, let me just say is that 4 out of 5 of the time, I go to my locker, and I see the lock's already been messed with. Now, what's the point in that? Like, I get if it's a lock that's not the school's, like it could be open or not, but like, you're wasting your time. Like, what are you gonna gain out of that? Literally nothing. Someone's locker could just be empty, like, just have a lock there for no reason. But basically, the first 2 times I kind of stressed out about it, but then I realized how to reset it, so I basically was like having a panic attack for no reason. Moving on, but basically my teacher is sort of strict, but as long as you don't like mess around and actually do his instructions, then you're good. We've been doing ultimate frisbee for like the past week so far, and let me just say I'm good at like blocking and catching, but I am not good at throwing far. Let me just say that right now. And every time someone gets mad at me or the team gets mad at me, well, I just say I can't throw, and that's it. I just move on with my day, because honestly, right, I'm not going to argue over throwing a frisbee. Like, really? That's kind of petty, don't you think? I mean, I lose all the time, but sometimes I win. And sometimes I sweat, so I feel like I'm just going to, like, be covered in sweat every single day in my shirt. But I'm a fast runner, so, like, at least I get to, have fun running around or something. Alright, let's move on to the next thing. Biology. My biology teacher is actually pretty lenient and pretty chill. She's laid back. She's not really strict on the due dates or anything, and along with that, we have notes almost every single week. So, hey, at least I fill up some of my quota for those note checks in Avid. One more thing is that teacher, she's actually pretty nice. She likes our class. Our class is pretty, like, efficient and quiet. I mean, that most of the kids in that class are, like, people I don't really know. But other than that, our classes work, and she does like her class. She's pretty laid back with us as well. 8 out of 10 class. PE, though, it's like 7. Alright, English teacher. This English teacher, I'm not trying to be racist or anything, but he's basically a white version of Kevin Hart. He's really funny. He's really laid back. And along with that, as long as you get your work done and follow the instructions, you're basically set for life in this class. He's a pretty cool teacher, and even then he always plays music, so it's usually like calming or soothing music, so usually it makes the environment very peaceful. Along with that, his like system is mostly based on like 1 through 4 points, so it's pretty easy to just get along in his class as long as you're at least trying and doing work and updating your notebook every now and then. But he's an awesome teacher, and even then, right now, he's actually like going into labor or something, because like his wife, they're gonna have a new child, so congratulations on them for that. I give them a 9 out of 10 though. I like that class. It's pretty cool. Alright, then I have lunch, and then I head to Mr. Mormon. I just realized, okay, you know what? Forget that I said anything. That was actually a fake name. We'll call him bio teacher. Bio teacher is basically for my biomedical studies. I don't know if it's medical detectives in a way. I took that in seventh grade, but I didn't actually take that class. I didn't sign up for it, but that class is pretty easy. As long as you do your work and you're quiet, and as well as don't get yelled at by the rest of the kids, you should be good. But other than that, I kind of like the class so far. I mean, it's kind of quiet, and we're just investigating a dead body. Not a real one, obviously, but we're investigating, a murder case. So that's pretty cool. 10 out of 10. Well, the activity. Class, I give it a 7. My art teacher. Yes, I do have art. Haha, suckers. You'd think I didn't have art? I finally have art. My art teacher is actually pretty cool, as long as you don't get on his nerves or annoy him, like some kids in my class. Then he should be good. My class is mostly quiet, except for some kids that sit behind me, and one of them's in my PE class, so he's kind of annoying, but even then, I sometimes laugh at their, insults and jokes, but even then, I sometimes get annoyed. I'm like, guys, you're gonna, irritate the teacher. Could you please stop it? Otherwise, he's gonna get mad and yell at all of us. He kind of does like my drawings right now. Not actual drawings. He hasn't signed the furry stuff I make. I'm still not a furry though. But basically, we're practicing Van Gogh and we're doing our final draft thing. I'm kind of done with it. I've been done with it since Wednesday. But other than that, I like the class. 8 out of 10. Last thing is my math teacher. I do not like her. Well, not one single bit. Basically, she teaches the class bad, and I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt because 1, she's old, and 2, she kind of has she can't really pay attention right, and even then, she can't really focus. So, okay, then I gave her the benefit of the doubt. It's just that I don't really learn anything in that class. That class is the most boring thing ever. Probably more boring than my Avid class. I mean, to be honest though, I kind of never really paid attention, mostly just because we learned review, and even then, that class, the honors class is 14 students, so it's kind of quiet. And even then, I just put my head down in that class. Along with that, the people at my group already know my YouTube channel, so if they're watching this right now, then you suck. Anywho, let's talk about some quick stories. Alright, so this happened in the same math class I just talked about right now. So basically, one kid at my table, who we'll just call him Ike. Ike was basically just whispering some stuff. I can't really remember what it was. But basically some teacher came in asking for someone, and of course they didn't find them. So he walked out, and then Ike whispered, "Man, he looks like a pedophile." And then from across the room, this old lady, she hears it, and she just gets on this lecture about, oh, you shouldn't call someone a pedophile, that could ruin their career. And then Ike blames it on me that I said it, and I was like, I didn't even say anything. Why are you blaming me? I was just so lost for words. I was like, bro, I'm getting lectured for something I didn't even do. Chill out, lady. I get that, he was joking, but I mean, I know that's serious, but I didn't do it. And she just looked at me the whole time. She didn't look at Ike, and even then, he's kind of a troublemaker in that class. I kind of don't like him, though. If you're still watching this, I still don't like him. But even then, I don't like that class, though. The teacher's kind of a bit, nice, but kind of rude in a way. And along with that, she doesn't focus well. Alright, let's talk about another quick story. Alright, so basically this happened in my Avid class. And basically we were just turning in our binder checks and our note checks. I forgot to turn in my agenda, and I immediately ran over to the trays, and I tried putting it in, and one of the TAs was already collecting from another basket, but she didn't get to the basket yet. I put it in there, and she's like, "You were turning it in late?" I was like, "Yeah." And she just looked at me and said, "Next time you turn it in, it's a 0. And I was like, okay then, damn, I get that, you're not supposed to have late work, obviously. But even then, when you try to justify late work from turning in absolutely nothing, teachers really go hardcore on that. Let your students at least turn in late work at least one day afterwards, or how many days they're gone, like my biomedical teacher does. Come on, chill out. it's not the end of the world if I don't turn in something, right? And I'm very sure all of my classes I have A's in, so it's really not a problem at all. One last story. Basically, in my lunch, basically, I was talking with my friend who we'll just call him Taco. Taco, what the heck? Basically, he's kind of a friend of mine, and even then I got to know him in my PE class. He's non-binary, by the way. He's pretty cool. Wait, I just assumed his gender. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? Anyway, but back to the point. We were just talking, and then all of a sudden it was like this walkathon thing, and basically, I didn't mention this right now, but I joined a club. I said it on Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, ahem. Basically, my teacher for the club was in front doing the walkathon, and so was my AVID teacher and a few other staff, or I think parents, just a bunch of old people. So basically, I was just on my phone. I was like, "Oh frick, they're coming," and they're like, "Come on, Nathan, join." I was like, you know what, fine, you might as well. I'm doing nothing anyway. So my friend joined me, and then I met with another person who I knew, and then we just walked around for a bit. I burned some calories, even though I'm skinny enough. And along with that, I also just got to walk for nothing. I don't know. Basically, we were just passing around people. I was like, hey, you should join us for no reason. Or, hey, you should join us to burn some calories or something. I don't know. I got paid for this. I didn't really. I wish I got paid, though, to deal with my suffering. But my club is actually pretty awesome. We made stress balls, like, on our previous meeting, so that was pretty nice. But it's positive vibes, by the way. That's what it's called. I know, me joining positive vibes. That's a shocker. Oh, wow. But other than that, school so far has been, I like it and I dislike it. I hate having to wake up, but I also hate having to, like, sleep for some reason. I don't know. I think it's mostly just because I don't want to wake up. Because I just want to sleep in. I miss sleeping in. But hey, at least we're already in September. Actually, we're already almost halfway through September. And then October, then November, then December, then winter break, and then the rest of the year. And then exams and stuff like that. But basically, that's been freshman year so far. Have you guys got any stories, or have you guys, have fun in your freshman, sophomore, senior, or junior year so far? Or are you in college or something? How's that going for you? Let me know in the comment section below, or make a video about it. I really couldn't care less. But other than that, make sure you like and subscribe, obviously, if you haven't already. Share this video, obviously. If you wanna, I don't know, talk about more discussions. Just kidding, it's not a discussion video. I already said that at the beginning of the video. And as always, and as every time I say, see y'all next time. Also expect an animation, but I'm lazy, so it's probably gonna come out like next week or something. Okay, bye.